cog, and there's right at the top there display name. You just change that to your character name and your yeah, like the two numbers for your passive perception and passive insight, just so I don't have to keep asking everyone.
Gotcha. That's smart.
You can kind
What's
of
your
see.
is your insight usually the same as your?
Yeah, usually, unless you took a feat or you know, you're trained in one of them. You're
Gotcha. Yeah,
proficient.
I think it's the same. So it should be just.
I see Fisher in the game, but he's not in voice for some reason.
Uh,
It's weird. Yeah, and you don't actually even need the PP. Just the 13 slash insight is fine.
Alrighty.
I need a PP. I like PP.
Sure, if you want to put it, that's fine. But yeah, I was gonna ask Jake if maybe we could link your background to his, since he kind of has a warlock thing going, and he is working with working with a Shadowfell deity. It could be related to what happened to you, but yeah, for whatever reason, he's not in voice.
Yeah, I would say for my character, it was completely involuntary, so he's not exactly like too happy about it, but just like kind of learning to, I guess, live with it.
Yeah. Because the idea, well, I guess we could just do the introduction, and you can tell them about your background as much as you want to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like right now or like in character when everybody's here.
In character in a moment. I'm just trying to figure out why Jake isn't in here.
Yeah, we'll say I might need you to help me fill in some blanks because I don't really know what happened at the war camp,
Yeah.
So I might ask you questions like while I'm kind of talking to people.
Yeah, why don't actually we go into the other room just to talk about that a little while I wait for Jake to pop in.
Okay, cool.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Wait, why isn't it moving?
We need to go to secret voice.
Yeah, I should be able to move you there, but it's not moving you. Oh. Alright, well, whatever. So yeah, I was thinking you were trapped in like some sort of cave, imprisoned with magical bindings, and some kind of disruption happened because of the battle, and basically you were able to break free while the wizard who was binding you had become kind of distracted.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I was just thinking, it could have been anything, but the point is that like I was so weakened and battered that my only option was to basically run, as soon as I got the opportunity. So that's why, I never actually joined the fight or helped them or anything. I just tried to get away with my life.
Yeah, you kind of fled into the caves and spent maybe several days to a week recovering from what happened to you, but then you realized you had been kind of given, or at least yeah, you had these weird abilities to manipulate what did you say they look like?
So they're basically think like less octopus and more like mind flayer tentacles. But they're super long, and like it's basically like this like eldritch glyph on the palm of his hand, and it glows and basically projects these like tentacles that wrap around and constrict his enemies.
And these only come out while you're raging?
They could come out, but they wouldn't be as powerful or as long. His raging makes me better at grappling, and it increases my reach. So I still have a 10-foot reach that I could grapple people from while I wasn't raging, but they're definitely more powerful. And I guess a representation of that could be like I don't know. I suppose maybe there's like more of a glowing from the glyphs that are carved into my body, because it's all over my body are these like eldritch glyphs that have been carved into me.
Yeah.
But
All right. But you could only do it within a 10 to 15 foot reach because that goes along with
yes,
the natural limitation.
yep.
All right. So yeah, what do you have any other questions about what was going
Uh,
on, or do you want to? Yeah.
yeah. What? So my character comes from obviously he's a bugbear, so he comes from a goblin tribe. What are those like in this world?
We haven't really focused on it, so I don't have much lore on what the goblins are doing in the deep. So you can probably come up with some stuff. There are a bunch of tribes in the area. Most of them are knoll tribes, but there is also a shifter tribe, because one of the characters was a shifter who is a
Hmm.
barbarian. And yeah, we could say your tribe would be in the area. The details of them, like, I could just go with whatever you want to do, and I'll just
Yeah,
place
like
them in the
they're
world.
maybe they mainly survive off mining and trading. I'm sure that's a big thing, right?
Uh,
Being underground.
Yeah, in fact, they could be traders with Candlehome, the group's main community. So that could be another reason why you were led into this place, and maybe you
Hmm.
actually know some people here.
Cool.
But yeah, we
But
can
yeah,
sort that
current
out.
awesome. I would say currently, the reason for the mask, is to hide my identity, mainly because he doesn't really trust himself, right now with the new powers, and also is kind of like, um, like horrified of himself, right, and kind of ashamed of himself. So he's not like he does not want to rejoin his tribe. He doesn't feel comfortable.
All right. Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
he's trying to kind of keep his identity like on the down low.
Yeah, if you have some time, a name for your tribe and maybe a couple of like important characters within the tribe would be good to know. Just like
Cool.
record those
Yeah.
somewhere, and then I might ask you for them while we're going through your story.
Awesome. Yeah, I can definitely work on that.
All right. Well, it looks like Jake's back in, so let's hop back over.
Awesome. All right, we'll do.
Mm.
And I just
Oh,
realized
So
hello.
I'm saying,
I left the stream on the whole time I was talking to you in there. Oh well. Wah wah.
It's alright,
Uh,
I don't watch the stream when I'm playing. I hate my own voice.
okay, that's fine. All right. So,
Hey guys, sorry Raven. I was getting an error message about an outage on both mobile and desktop, and I just wasn't able to log in. I was just getting infinite loading.
no
But
worries. I've been having a hectic
yeah,
morning
sorry about that.
myself, getting set up in this new office and getting flooring redone. I have my dogs here, and they're all angry. So, yeah, it's just been one of those days for everyone, it sounds like. Or for us too. Not for everyone. You guys sound
Yeah.
fine.
Hopefully there's no more problems with Discord.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hey,
Okay.
I still feel shit from COVID, so go me.
Oh, geez. That was
Oh, you had
like,
COVID? Oh no,
I'm
I'm
better.
sorry.
I'm better. Like I can sit down in a chair and shit. It's just I've still got like the blocked nose and the breathing, but other than that, I'm good.
you had that like 2
Yeah.
weeks ago, right?
Yeah, no, like well, actually, I had it a lot worse. Like I had proper like aching everywhere, and I couldn't sit down in a chair properly because it just hurt my back, and I kept
Hmm.
going hot and cold.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm better because I not hot and cold. I don't hurt to move. It's just now the breathing, and I've still got a phlegmy. I've just had like a really bad flu with it,
Yeah.
so it's a pain, but it's not terrible.
All right. Well, yeah, hopefully you feel better. But,
I may cough a lot, so if I keep muting, sorry.
that's fine. But Fisher, looks like you are up for scribe duty this week. Um, that works
Cool.
for you.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did last week. I mean, I love it, so I'm easy. But
Wait, you did last week?
happy to do it.
Oh, because you
Yeah,
traded with Keller.
Yeah.
Do you want to trade back this week, Keller? Since he did
yeah, I'll
yours
do
last
it.
week? Alright, let's do that then.
Yeah.
Completely. Well, I have it in my notes here, but I wasn't looking. I didn't scroll up. Okay. So Keller is on scribe. Fisher You were on quartermaster as well, and as previous scribe, do you want to give us a recap of the accounts of last time? The events.
Yeah. So it's just me and Arlen after the Chimera lair that we barely survived. And we did a bit of investigating in there, found some crates and chests and supplies, and a bunch of corpses of what appear to be Steel Shadow mercenary, who are Darok Empire mercenaries. But they're really far away from home because the Darok Empire isn't in the Underdark, or at least is in the Underdark, but isn't in our locale. But we found a map as well that marks the location of their base, which is south of Candle. They also had some items on them. Arlen found a coin purse with compartment for arcane materials, and Fisher rolled a natural 20 on an identify attempt and found a belt of dwarven kind. We returned to the Deep Fang. Oliver was treated with gentle repose. So yeah, Oliver's corpse is now gently reposing. We also got a couple of potions donated from the Null leader, which was a potion of growth and a potion of vulnerability, and they agreed to join us. We asked them about the cave that the Knolls had been guarding and that we considered throwing Delboy into to try and explore, but thought better of it. And we were told that that's where they kept their magical items, but we decided not to pry further and returned to Candle with Oliver to see what more we could do for him. And then when we were in Candle, Fisher spoke with his patron and found that his patron seems to be someone impersonating his patron. He's essentially Fisher's had conversations with two different people. Obtained an item from his patron. We met with the clerics in Candle. We didn't have the power to heal Oliver, so we need to research the means to bring him back if we're going to bring him back. Arlen began a research project, and Fisher learned by completing a research project that an item that the impersonator of his patron gave him has been scrying on the party the entire time.
Boom, boom, boom.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we ended. So it is the 51st of winter at 4 p.m. Not that seasons matter much in the underground, but because of the habits of the old timekeepers, they do still record days and times down here. What do you all want to do? I think we just finished a day of downtime. That's why it's 4 p.m. You just went through the 8 hours. I will
Yeah.
get Acrid in soon. I just have to find a good spot to bring him in.
So I will rise from my research pit, and eyes aglaze, coffee in hand. What a day of it. I'll go and find Jake. Or couldn't it was Jake was with me.
You mean Fisher?
Fisher, yes.
Yeah,
I'll go and
Fisher.
find Fisher.
Now,
Where is Fisher?
were you two researching together?
I don't think we were. I think I was off on my own and you were no. I was researching, you were speaking with your patron at the time.
All right.
Yeah, I was researching in Keller's library.
All right. So you were kind of separate in different parts of the cave, and I believe you were staying at the Devil's Site, the inn.
Yeah.
I think,
Okay.
yeah, because we were researching separately. So I'm gonna head back and I'll bump into Fisher.
All right. So yeah, you'd probably find Fisher on his own at the libraries as well, or possibly back at the inn at this point since he finished.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Fisher, if I have to read any more research books, I'm gonna crack. I'm not a bookworm, I'm a scientist, so to speak. For the practicalities of
What are you
experiments.
working on? What are you trying to figure out?
I'm doing this essence. I'm trying to turn it into practical items. of use for us.
Yeah, I think
Something we can all use by the sound of things.
out of game you were looking into recipes for magical items.
Yes.
Was that right? Okay.
Yes, I was researching to transform these essence into items of value or of use. How are the others doing?
I think
Yeah, we should probably catch up with Teller, see how he's getting on. I wonder if he's how he's coping after the loss of Oliver. You know,
I think he's still I think he's still by
Where
Oliver's
would-
body.
yeah, where would Teller be?
most.
If
Go
it's,
ahead.
because if it's a simple matter of fact that the clerics don't know to do it, research ways to revive him.
Yeah, I
his
think.
servants, and Amelia going over his family's library, probably reading his sister's magic books, trying to research it.
Yeah, so so I assume you've been looking into ways to try to bring back Oliver. You probably not had much luck, as the priests in this town are not powerful enough, and you're getting the sense that it takes some really powerful magic and a good amount of expensive items to try to bring someone back from the dead, and even then it's not a guarantee.
Okay.
But yeah, Revivify at this point would not be an option, and you're running out of time for the next level of spell, which I think is a week. You have to do it. Is Ray's dead? I
Yeah,
think?
so I think it is. Would I going? Well, I'd probably go looking over the best place to find clerics that are capable of doing it. Then.
All right. How would you do that?
Well, I mean, I suppose firstly I'd pour over maps or diaries or like the stuff of like people traveling, like saying like these really ancient old cities. I'd probably talk to my adopted dad. Mom probably knows a few people. I'd be talking to a load of people. I'd be like, well, everyone I know would have traveled or who's seen the world who might have an idea, like Clyde, Amelia, or I would be asking all of them.
All right. Well, I'll say since you haven't been on a downtime project, that you've been doing this for the last few days, and so far no one that you have talked to has come up with an answer. So you're starting to get a little bit worried.
Okay.
But as you're kind of hanging out in the library talking to some people, we would say Fisher and Arlen would come in because they said they were looking for you.
How's it looking?
How you doing?
We need to find someone capable of bringing him back, but I don't know where to go.
Perhaps a
We're running out.
necromancer.
I don't know. I don't know. Is that the way to go? Can they do that?
Well, technically, yes, but I don't know if we could bring Oliver back or just reanimate his corpse.
Yeah, more about bringing him
What
back.
you want, Teller.
Just bring him back as an undead. Not sure.
I don't know, like
Zombie Oliver.
Zombie Oliver. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to try and find a way, if we can, to bring him back. I don't like the idea of just someone who's been with us this whole time, just letting them die. But I don't know where to go.
It may be a case of saying goodbye.
It might be. There might be a case, but the fact of the matter is, I'm not willing to say goodbye until I don't have a choice.
Well, I know
That's
that.
Melody. That's Melody. That's Melody might know.
Huh?
How did I not think of it before?
Yeah.
I mean, they might know. They might know someone or where to go to find someone who can do it.
Did I suggest that Fisher, your patron may know.
I was going to say, I don't think, particularly at this time, it would be worth. I don't want to get tied up in what I'm tied up in. I'll leave it at that for now, but let's not complicate things further.
I'm not sure if that's like a kink thing or a doom and gloom thing. Like, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I just thought we could go
A
after
doom and
Dusk
gloom
Melody. Doom and gloom, right? Okay. I was kind of hoping it was a kink thing, honestly. Just for safety.
All right.
Nice.
I can
Shall we go?
I can speak to someone at Dust Melody.
Yes, that would be. We will. Let's go. Let's yes, go and ask Dust Melody. They might know someone who can do something about it.
All right. So,
Mm.
as you're getting ready to go over to the Dusk Melody base, Ellen would walk in. She says, Keller, I actually wanted to speak to you if you have a moment.
Yeah. Okay.
She says,
Is this a
Someone-
private thing in private?
Oh no, sorry. Your friends can hear. But yeah, someone came by inquiring about you and the heroes, as they called you, yesterday.
Okay.
And I wanted to introduce you, but I thought I should check with you first. I believe
Okay.
I think he's some sort of bugbear or goblin, but he says that he owes you thanks for something, and he just wanted to meet you and tell you in person. I believe he's staying at the inn right now.
Okay. That's. Yeah. Cool. We've got an errand to run, but we'll swing by the inn after and speak to him then.
All right.
Or do we want to go first? Do you want to go first, or do we want to go after?
Let's go first.
She would say, I believe his name was Acrid. You can probably ask for him at the
Okay.
desk and see where he is. And actually, let me talk to you again in private for a second, Acrid.
Okay.
Alright, so I had an idea that might be a good link to the group. Perhaps
Okay.
you know of someone who can resurrect his friend.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to think of who that might be and why you know this person.
It could be someone we've dealt with from our tribe, someone we may have traded with.
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
Like
Maybe,
perhaps if we're miners, maybe we actually sold him a diamond for resurrection, or like maybe he, because he would need the components, if he was ever to do that. So
yeah, maybe some like old traveler who is a hermit, sort of lives in the caves by himself, and you just maybe your character became not like great friends, but like maybe like acquaintances and talked a bit. So you know that he, at least in theory, or like you at least have heard rumors he can do this, so you've never seen him do it before.
Cool. Does he have a name or just traveler?
I don't have a name for him yet. Do you want to make one up, or should I name him? He could be like
well,
a contact of yours.
Yeah.
Here,
I'll
let
have to.
me see
I'll
if
have
I
to
can
think
come up
about
with
it.
a name really quick.
Yeah, I can probably look at the fantasy name generator, try to find something.
How about Scavin?
That works perfect. Yeah, Scavin, I like that.
All right, I just generated
What?
something close to that, and yeah, okay.
So, what would I know? What would I tell them about him? Like where we might find him?
Yeah,
Because I don't know the map very well.
basically, you know his location. You know that he is near kind of where your tribe is situated, which might be a kind of a sore point for you because that means you'd have to kind of go back to the area of your tribe. But yeah, you know that at least for now, he's kind of camped out in a cave nearby where your tribe is.
Cool. Okay. And
Which-
they've been asking around about like resurrection and stuff, so my character would have known, right, that they were looking for that.
We could do it that way. I figured like maybe that would come up naturally in conversation while you're talking to them. But if it doesn't, you can feel free to bring that up as like, something
Gotcha.
like something to hook on to. I have to figure out where on the map this is, but yeah, we'll figure it out. All right.
Cool.
So we can head
Awesome.
back.
Awesome.
In succession.
All right.
It doesn't say it doesn't.
So DM, we were thinking of going to see Signet. The only issue is to help us, you would need to be able to level up along with us. Is he
He's
still
level
stuck at
6.
level?
Signet? Wait, which one's Signet?
My first character.
Oh no, he wouldn't be leveling up with you.
Oh well.
So he'd
So
still be
yeah,
level
he
6.
wouldn't be of much help. Yeah,
No, he'd still be
he's
level
kind of
6.
retired now,
Yeah.
so he's not leveling up with the party anymore. He's doing his
On the
own
bright
thing.
side, Signet probably would have Gentle Repose though, so we can basically just get him to spam Oliver with Gentle Repose.
Yeah, until you find a better solution.
Yeah.
But
So in fairness, that bit can be taken care of. We don't have to worry about him rotting.
yeah, at least you can preserve the corpse for now.
Mhm.
Getting lag in
Get me.
Discord for some reason. All right.
Was this like I guess, you know, my character wouldn't know, but just asking out of curiosity, was this like a side character?
Yeah,
NPC?
it was an NPC that had been with the group for a
Yeah.
while and died fighting
He's a sidekick from the very beginning.
Wow.
fighting a
I've managed to
chimera.
keep him alive the entire time, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm having issues letting go.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right. So you said you were heading to the inn then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll
first.
just say we stopped by.
Thank you, bugbearers.
I'll just say we stopped by Dusk Melody, got Signet to basically come to the house every few days and just redo Gentle Repose until we come up with a better solution.
Yeah, I think Gentle Repose lasts a week, so you can you have some time.
Gentle
on
Repose
that.
lasts 10 days. Yeah, it lasts 10
Yeah, we-
days. It doesn't.
We have quite a
Yeah.
few old characters that
You know, let's knock on a few doors.
uh,
You know, that's what I'll set up. So I'll head to the inn after saying that with Signet.
All right. So you head over to the Devil Site, where the innkeeper would greet you. He knows you by now because you've been here a bunch, and actually you're kind of well known locally because of the things you've done to help the community. So he would greet you and say, "What can I do for the heroes of Candle?"
we're looking for a way to save our friend. So we're looking for
This is the
maybe
inn.
a
This is
powerful.
This is the inn.
Yeah, this is the inn. I mean, you can ask the innkeeper about resurrection, but you don't know how much he's going to know about it.
No, I'm asking. We're looking for a powerful paladin or druid.
The innkeeper stares at you for a moment and he says, powerful paladin or druid? Well, there have been some mercenaries through. A caravan comes through every couple weeks with tradesmen, but I don't know about a paladin or druid. I don't know even much about those or what to look out for. Sorry, friend.
Oh well, it was worth a try.
Says, yeah, of course. Well, what I do have, though, is some fresh ale. If you would like to head on down to the tavern area. Ale and song and cheer.
Indeed.
I'll take
Ooh,
plenty.
how
Around
I-
on me, boys.
about a rather prestigious church?
Sorry, what?
A rather prestigious church, the most powerful church in the land.
He says, "Well, I mean, in the Candle community, there are plenty of shrines to some of the gods, but I don't know how many churches are around here. I mean, I know in our community we just have the shrines. No one's built a proper house of worship yet. But I don't know. You might have to go a ways to find something like that. I mean, I'm guessing the capital, if you want to make the trip, has plenty of churches. It's more established."
Hmm.
But is there anything else I could do for you, you folks?
I think that's everything.
All right. Well,
Jella, you were looking for a bugbear, right?
Yes, no, I just wanted to let Signet finish. So I've been told there's a bugbear here, named Acrid.
oh, bugbear. Now those are the large furry ones, right? I always
Yes.
get them confused. Says, well, there was a figure, quite a bit spooky, I think. But yeah, he's staying here in one of the rooms, at least for the time being. I can't tell you where his room is, obviously, but he might be down in the tavern. I know he was down there
I was
earlier.
just gonna say, do you want? Obviously, you can't tell us the room. Do you want to send someone to go get him, see if he's in his room?
I can send him a message. In the meantime, why don't you check downstairs in the tavern, see if he's down there.
Okay.
All right, so you head downstairs into the lower part of the cave, where you would hear some music, smell the smoke of some pipe weed coming up, wafting up from down there. And once you open the door, yep, there are quite a few people hanging out here right now. It's getting towards the evening time, so people are coming in to enjoy the end of the day. A couple of new people, possibly with one of the caravans that came through. And you would see what you think the innkeeper was talking about. Kind of a spooky fellow sitting off in the back by himself. Would you be smoking a pipe?
No smoking.
Maybe just drinking?
Definitely drinking, but probably look a bit awkward with the mask.
Alright, so what would you look like to them?
So definitely be sitting in a more secluded area of the tavern. Not really sitting around like a crowd of people. So probably like in a back corner, and just like mostly wearing like a large cloak that covers most of his body, but you can see from his arms set on the table. He is in fact a bugbear. You can tell by the fur on his arms. But there are also bandages wrapped around his arms in certain places. So it's kind of like the fur is like kind of sticking up in between these bandages that are on his arms. That look to be covering up wounds. And he's sitting in the back, drinking some ale by himself. But the most like apparent thing you see about his appearance is on his head is a skull of a deer that's been like fashioned into a mask, basically, or sort of maybe even a helmet that has the antlers are intact, and you can definitely tell even though he's sitting down that he's a very tall and like broad figure. So, but yeah, that's basically what he looks like.
Alright, so as the group approaches, Fisher, what would you look like to him?
So Fish is a Earth Genasi, wearing heavy plate mail. He has his skin is of like a blue-black stone. He has like a rock formation coming out of his back and over his right shoulder. He's quite stocky and has a mustache that almost looks like crystals, like quartz crystals. And you'll notice that he has a raven perched on his shoulder, and a pickaxe tied to his belt.
What about Arlen?
Arlen is a half elf with curly blonde hair, fierce eyes, red and blue tucked outfit, and a nice little pouch backpack. And he walked out, says, "I own the place."
A what?
A walk that says, "I own this
Oh, a walk.
place."
Okay. Thought you had like a sign on you or something. All right. What about Keller?
Okay. Isn't Arlen a halfling, by the way?
Yes.
Yes, a
Arlen
halfling.
is a halfling.
I thought you said half elf. Sorry.
Yeah, I may
I
have
was like-
done. Yeah. Halfling.
That's okay.
I'm a halfling. I'm the smallest one in the
Uh,
group.
Yeah, I know. There was just part of me that just had half elf, and I was like, wait, what? But okay, so Keller is a half elf actually.
Yeah.
He is 5'8". He's very regally dressed. He's got like dusky blonde hair, like oceany blue eyes, like they're just like that clear pale blue. He's got a little etched scar underneath his right cheek, and he's very. Yeah, he also has no weapons. Like he's got none on him whatsoever.
Which might be a little odd. So the three of them approach your table, and you actually might recognize them as you probably heard descriptions of them.
Yeah,
So what do you
so-
want to do?
When I see them and recognize them, I would stand up. And when I stand up, you see that this Akrid is actually very tall, probably taller than you thought. When he stands up all the way, he is about 7 foot tall, and with the height of his antlers on top, almost 8 foot tall. The antlers that are on his mask, to be clear. And he would, even though you can't quite see his facial expression through his mask, still clearly gives off the expression of surprise, and maybe even you get the impression that he was waiting for you. So he calls you over in this kind of like gravelly voice, and he would wave over, "Heroes, heroes," and wave you over to the table.
Keller's gonna freeze in his position and go, I've heard stories of creatures like this. It's a Wendigo. It's going to eat us alive.
Oh, it doesn't seem to be eating anyone else in the tavern, so that might give you a little bit of comfort.
I grew up on stories of this. It's a Wendigo.
Certainly, antlered creatures are not common in the world anymore. Because, yeah, being underground, it's not something you see often. So you probably, without knowledge of nature, you might not even know much about what those antlers are on his mask.
I'm just saying because I know Mimi knows. So basically, he's just described a Wendigo.
Yeah.
She's like,
Alright,
And
so-
the character is heavily, like aesthetically heavily inspired by a Wendigo, by the way.
does he
that was-
have?
that's what it's like.
No, he has. Does he have any visible weapons on him?
Yeah. So he actually, you can see, he carries his sword in a sheath, but it's like almost always in his hand. He like grips the actual sheath of the sword, and when he stands up, he uses it as a cane. So you can kind of see him, kind of like, just kind of leaning on the sword as basically a cane while it's in its sheath.
And what about the runes? Would those be visible?
They are they are possibly on his hands. Yeah. You would see upon closer inspection, as you get closer, scars on his hands, but these aren't like just like battle scars. These look like symbols that were carved into his flesh, and on the palms of his hands. Anybody who knows anything about the arcane would recognize them probably as like arcane symbols.
So Arcana DC 15 might tell you something about these symbols. If someone wants to roll on
Do
them.
we need training in it?
No, but training might give you more information.
Oh, God damn it.
Are you trained, Keller?
Nope.
Alright, so the symbols look definitely kind of ominous to you. You think you remember reading somewhere symbols similar to this used for summoning rituals. Which is really strange.
Okay.
Why someone would have them like carved into their flesh. It does not look comfortable. You'd probably guess someone else did this to him, but I mean, who knows? So yeah, you all approach, and what do you do? I assume someone's going to speak to
Bishop
him.
keep his distance.
Yeah, I'm sort of like, I've got like, this whole table to myself. Like nobody is, probably the room is like kind of cleared around me.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of like, like waving to invite them to take a seat near the table.
I'm gonna ready the spell Dimension Door.
Wait, you mean well, if you ready it, you have to cast it within 6 seconds, or it goes away.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, it's not something
Maybe
you can just hold like indefinitely.
Maybe the disengage action.
Yeah, and I like you can't even
Yeah.
ready outside of combat. So if there was combat, you would still rely on initiative. It's only once you're.
I'll hide behind Fisher.
All right, so the halfling
I
kind
think,
of
yeah,
runs behind Fisher.
I hide behind Arlen and I push Keller forward. Bearing in mind I'm a 6 foot heavy armored man made of stone.
All right, so Keller is kind of pushed to the front rudely as they approach. What
Kellen's
do you...
just gonna look behind and go, "Wow, knights in shining armor, you are." Hi, I'm Keller. I heard you were at my family estate looking for me.
Yes, I have been asking around for the heroes that saved me. It's my
Okay.
understanding that you've recently defeated a war camp of cultists in the area.
Yes.
These cultists, they captured me. I don't remember exactly how long ago, but I was being held captive. And upon the chaos of a battle, I was able to use the I was able to escape as soon as the basically the guards were looking away.
Well, that's good. We're glad we could help.
Is there anything I can do to repay you?
Can you bring the dead back to life?
I think, and Akrid will like ponder to himself for a second. No, I cannot. But I may know of someone who can. There's a man I used to know a while back. We were sort of acquaintances. And he was rumored to be able to do such things. His name was what was his name again? Skaven?
Yeah, Skaven.
Skaven. His name was Skaven. He was an odd fellow. He was seemed to be a bit of a hermit. Not very accustomed to society. He may be able to help you. I may be able to take you to him.
Oh, we appreciate it.
It would be the least I could do.
Where does this Skaven reside?
He
Is he nearby?
lives He lives near my. I'm not exactly sure where he lives, but it's near my tribe actually. I come from a tribe of goblins. They're a mining community. He sometimes would come to trade with us. So I'm not exactly sure where he lives, but he may be somewhere near in the area. I could ask.
What do you think?
Sounds like a good lead, Yellow.
Sounds the best lead we've got so far.
Probably the best hope we've got right
It's-
now.
Yeah.
It's the
Agreed.
least I could do
Yeah.
for the people who saved my life.
Let me see. How long has passed since he died? 2 days? 3 days?
Yeah.
I think it's been 3 days. So you
Okay.
have, I think, another 2 days to get him resurrected. Let me see. What does Raised Dead say?
7. You have 7.
7 days.
You've got 7
Alright.
days left.
So then you got 4 more days. You would know the trip to your tribe area. And let me check the map to make sure I get this right. So you reside, or you used to reside, to the west of here, across one of the underground rivers that kind of feeds the different communities of this area. It's about a 2-day journey. The biggest problem is getting through the caves that bypass the river. There's a lot of creatures that live there, and they aren't always friendly. So basically, it's kind of this area over here.
Gotcha. Is it supposed to be like a really like limited visual?
Yeah, so, well, I guess because you just came in, so you probably wouldn't see all their progress, but right now, like, what do you just see Candleholm, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, so basically, your tribe is kind of in this area.
And that's how far away?
Each square is about a day's travel, so it's about 2 days.
Gotcha.
2 days
Yes.
through the caves.
So yeah, I would relate that to them. About 2 days. Well, do they know like directions like west in the caves? Is there a way to tell?
I mean, there's like navigation of the different cave areas. Because some caves are extremely large, like just huge open areas, while others are smaller, more like tunnels. Like Candleholm, for example, is just like in this massive cave area. But the other areas, like connecting to Candle, usually have to go through smaller caves. And there's directions underground, but there's a lot of going up and down as well, so it can be tricky to navigate. It would use survival.
Gotcha. So, but would I tell them like west, and they kind of like know the direction on the
Yeah,
map?
they kind of know. At least if any of them have survival knowledge, they would definitely know the different directions. But otherwise, you can just kind of point in a direction, be like that away.
Yeah. So that's basically what I do. I would tell them about 2 days travel in
Through the
that direction.
caves, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be best to get a move on if we're going.
Let me just make sure I've got everything set up with Clyde, so that not Clyde. Or what was the cleric's name? What was your cleric's name?
Signet.
Signet. Let me just make sure I've got everything set up with Signet so that he'll go back and do the gentle repose in a few days, so that we're good.
Well,
Yeah,
you'd
so
have
I'll
to
swing by.
You'd have to bring the body with you, I assume,
Yeah.
because I mean,
Oh no,
unless
I'm
you're
hoping we
gonna-
can get him to come.
Yeah, you could do that, but then you're risking not having enough time, because remember, he'd have to travel 2 days back.
Oh, I know, but I'm hoping that I can get Signet to do gentle repose on Oliver's body every 9 days, so that roughly it will just it'll keep extending it, so he's good.
I mean, you could. So the body at this point should still have plenty of time. You probably.
No, but I was saying, if we're not back within a certain time thing, I wanted Signet to do gentle repose on him to extend for another 10 days, so that we've got longer to get back.
Oh, well, I mean, like I said, at that point, like, it would be too late for Raised Dead, and then you'd have to go for Resurrection, which would be really hard to find
So
someone.
no, it doesn't affect. So gentle repose, the 10 days don't count. We still has the however many days outside of Raised Dead, outside of gentle
Yeah.
repose. Dude.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, so for Raised Dead, let me just make sure I know what I'm talking about here.
I think Raised Dead has to be done within 7 days. I think.
Yeah, and it's
And
been
Gentle
3
Repose-
days, so you would have 4 days left.
But
I
how
believe.
many to 3 days were under gentle repose? Because the minute you went under gentle repose, it puts a pause on the days.
For Raised
That's
Dead?
how. Yeah. So gentle repose pauses the countdown for the days.
Oh, is that true? Hang on, let me check Gentle Repose.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Does it
Should
actually
we
say
not
that?
take? Should we not take Signet with us?
Do you
Oh,
think
okay, yeah.
Akrid would know how willing Scavin would be to like
Interesting.
traveling to Candlehold?
That is hard to say. You know, he doesn't like settlements and only kind of goes there when he has to. It would probably take some convincing. Like, you know, he'd probably rather have the body there if he was going to do it. He's
Yeah.
also kind of eccentric, so you're not sure. You're not sure how he'll respond to this because it's not like he does this for a living or anything. Like, you're. I mean, you've just heard the rumor that he can do this. But yeah, he just
Yeah,
kinda,
I would kind of relate that to the party, you know, and be like, I'm not so sure how comfortable Scavin would be coming all this way. It may be best to bring the body with us, if that's possible.
We get Signet, Oliver's body, and we just get Signet to keep doing it however many times we need to do it on our travel.
Well, he could do it
Oh, well.
before you leave, but you're not sure Signet's gonna want to go with you. Like, he's got his own stuff he's doing now.
Yeah, true. I think I need to just redo it so we have 10 days. Unfortunately, none of it counts. And Raised Dead is a 10-day after the body died, but outside of Gentle Repose.
All right. Yeah. So you could go and ask Signet to reapply
Cool.
that. Does that cost anything?
We'll do that.
Gentle Repose? No, I don't think so. All right. So
A
yeah,
pinch of salt, copper tea, and that's it.
no, like material value components though. All right. So yeah, we'll say
No cost.
you check in with him and he agrees to put the Gentle Repose on him at this new date so you can reset the timer. He says just, make sure if you can't get to a someone to bring him back that you bring the body back to me, or else he'll start to decay.
Okay, we'll do.
All right. And since we have your barbarian in the background, maybe she'll be carrying him. Since you're all.
I was gonna say, I was
extremely
guessing we were
weak.
gonna get to put his body on, and then she was just gonna be pushing it along, pulling it along.
Yeah. Do you have pack mule spiders? I forget.
He
No,
died.
well, we used to. They got killed.
Oh, right. All right. Well, yeah, what do you want to do? I'll say it's about.
I had a question.
Yeah, sure. It's about 6 o'clock now.
What was Calathar done when we came back to Candle? We didn't establish what Calathar did.
Calathar has been
So what do you think?
hanging out at the inn. He has kind of been doing his own thing. I don't think. Yeah, I think at this point, he was thankful for you helping him, but yeah, he's just been hanging out in town for the moment. Do you have him on any projects?
We don't, but I think Calathar's interested, and I'm interested. Fisher's interested in Calathar having his necklace removed, the drow placed on him, so that
The
he can
collar? Oh yeah,
officially for
definitely.
the Green Dragon.
Yeah, before we do that, I'd probably go
That'd be right.
probably go to Olivia or Clyde to see if they would know how to take it off.
So Clyde
Yeah.
would say, "I could take a look at it, but and actually, hang on. Before we do that scene, are we done with the stuff at the Devil Site? Like, what are you doing from there?" I guess Acrid is joining the
Skaven
group for
sounds
now.
like a good bet.
Yeah, I would have offered to lead them to my tribe.
All right.
So I would be there, basically like their guide.
All right. So from there, the group goes and speaks to Signet, who puts the gentle repose, resets it on the body, which I guess you had not met Signet yet. So Signet is, I believe, an older-looking drow, right?
Sharika.
Or Shatterkai, yeah, an older-looking elf who has a bunch of holy symbols on him. He would greet you as he has not met you before either, and he would say, "Yeah, so I'll be around helping out Dusk's Melody if you need anything else, friends." And then you said you're going where?
We're following the bugbear.
Okay, so you're leaving now, or are you waiting till morning?
Well, I'm going.
Interesting
I'm going to try
regarding
and.
Califar.
I'm going to try and contact Dust Melody to get us like a pack mule or a temporary spider to drag the body for us.
Dust Melody wouldn't have that, but you can buy those from like a stable keeper within the market. Basically, it would be the price of a mule.
How much is that?
Don't know. It says in the book. Let me see. Mule. No, that's not it. Huh. Someone have a player's handbook?
For
The price of a mule.
it says 8 gold pieces.
Yeah, so then, yeah, you could get one of these spider mules for 8 gold.
Okay. Anyone will contribute to the 8 gold?
Yeah, let's take it out of the coffer.
The party coffers.
Alright, so
Take it out of
so
the
we'll
party
take
treasury.
so we'll take it out of the coffer and get a spider mule to help drag Oliver's body.
Alright, so yeah, the quartermaster, go ahead and take out 8, and we'll say you have a mule now again to help you move some stuff. But yeah,
Sweet.
so the sunstones are kind of waning in the cave as day is turning to night. The light is shifting a bit. Did you want to try to leave before nightfall, or did you want to wait till morning?
Well, I say we leave as soon as we can if we're on a time limit.
Well, we could get.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just wanted to check.
Go
I just
ahead.
wanted to check if Califar would come with us. If
So
Skaven could potentially
Calithar,
visit.
he is. Let's see. That's right. You were asking about the collar. No one would have any idea how to take it off. Clyde would suggest doing some research on it. Going to your friends at the Dust Melody, maybe. But that magic collar is something you don't want to just try to rip off. There could be consequences, magical ones. Best to research some sort of removal spell.
Okay.
Can
So
I
go on.
use one of my contacts to try and find out a little bit more info? Because Fisher and Keller caroused.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to call in a
handle.
favor to try to figure something out?
Yeah, it'd be good if we could get like a try and find out a contact for someone that could remove this collar, or would have a bit more kind of definitive info on how to remove it.
So the contact probably couldn't give you information on how to do it. The best they could do is maybe put you in touch with someone who'd know. To actually figure out that information, that would be more using lore from research. But if you want to try to call in a favor to get in touch with someone who could take the collar off, you could try. But it's probably going to be something that's more difficult.
Yeah, it sounds like we're better pushed to go and explore that with Dust Melody at another time. Okay, let's.
They have
So,
an
not
ally
really
who's a
guys
green
outside.
dragon who was forced into a humanoid form by magic, and now they're trying to figure out how to undo that.
Oh, is that what the collar is doing?
Yeah, it's keeping.
Yeah.
So if you went to meet him, hang on, let me see. Where's his picture? I think he's in Candle right now.
That's Clyde, by the way, on screen at the moment. Who's an old wizard.
Yeah, an old wizard with the group.
As we say that.
What was the dragon's name?
Calathar.
Calathar. Oh, there he is. So, yeah, at one point they helped free a green dragon from a cave-in, but he was hunted down by some drow who forced him into his humanoid form with some magic, and now he seems to be stuck in it. So he's kind of an ally of the group right now, but he can't turn back into a green dragon just yet.
Wow.
So he would say, you'd probably find him at the inn, and he would say, if you have any information, I would be very grateful for, yes, any type of magic that could help free me from this. But for now, I've been enjoying your little community here, so I think I'll just stay around and see what I can figure out.
Okay.
Okay, don't go too far. And stay away from cave-ins.
Says, well, yeah, unless this whole place caves in, I should be fine.
Well, he never did tell us what you were chasing, so whatever you were chasing, just stay away from that.
Give me a persuasion check. Say DC 16. Says, mind your business.
Oh,
He goes back
no, I'm
to
not
his...
having that.
What are you doing?
I'm burning a story point.
Not reroll?
I am burning a story point on. Come on.
Oh. Alright. Oh, Faith has said he says, just mind your business, and he goes back to his drink. He says, it's not important to what you're doing anyway.
Close guarded secret. One day, Calathar will find out.
One day you'll find out
So-
what he was up to.
Question is, do we sleep for the night or do we head off for the night and try to?
I'd say sleep for the night. Get Siegfried to recast Gentle Repose in the morning, and then go. So we have a 10-day thing again.
Okay.
Alright, so that's the plan. So you stay the night in the city. Go ahead and spend your expenses amount, which is basically...
Just before we do that, could I ask Arlen if he has any spells he could cast on my stone that was given to me by my patron?
You want? Oh, so you want me to press? You want me to put a stone on a spell on your stone for yourself?
As many as you can spare. I mean, you're about to take a nice rest, aren't you? So, I mean, if you wanted to hit me up with a few, I don't know, you've got a couple of third levels, a couple of 4 levels, maybe.
Okay. I will give you how many? How many can you take?
6.
Right, so I will give you aura purity.
Thank you very much.
I will give you dimension door.
Wait, what are you doing now?
I'm putting spells in his stone for him.
That's not how the stone works.
Oh,
The stone gives you
Oh.
magic to fuel your spells. It's not a spell storing object. It basically just has magic that you can draw upon. So like
Oh, so
basically like yeah, you can pull energy from it to cast spells as if you had those like spell slots, but it doesn't give you don't store spells in it.
oh.
Alright, well, it comes fully charged. It has 6
Yeah, well there's no
charges.
way to recharge it. It just has 6 charges and then it's done. It's like
Right.
it's like a potion almost, but for spells.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
Understand.
you give the stone to someone and they put it in their sling.
Well, it's a gem, so I
Yeah.
don't know if you want to sling gems at people, but I suppose you could. Very expensive, stone to sling.
Very cool. Great. Okay, thanks for explaining.
All right, but
Oh,
yeah.
well.
So yeah, I'm guessing most of you are living modestly. Someone bought drinks for everyone. I think that was Fisher, so that would be at least comfortable.
I
Yeah,
can't. I have to live comfortably.
I've spent a gold.
The most you can live is wealthy, which, like I said, does have benefits if you live wealthy long enough. It could earn you free contacts and other things. So keep track of anything you're doing over modest. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a gold piece for the evening. So the night is passing, unless anyone else is doing anything. You would wake up in the morning. It is now the 52nd of winter, and I assume you're getting ready to leave.
We are.
I would have told him that I would, meet them outside of the inn.
All right, yeah. So you, I think some of you are actually staying at the inn, so you could probably meet them in the morning after you grab some breakfast, and then the party is heading out into the caves.
And there's a guy
And then
meeting
before
us
we
with
go,
a... Oh, sorry.
before we go, Siegfried's going to come and do gentle repose again, just to cover our bases.
Okay.
Signet, not Siegfried.
Signet, yeah.
Yes, Signet. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Siegfried was the German was the
It's probably a
therapist.
bunch of Siegfrieds. But yeah. That's fine. So you would reset the timer on that, and then you're heading out. Any last things before you leave the settlement?
It's the man meeting us with the pack mule, and we put in for Dragon Oliver, or is he?
Yeah, so you have the spider. It's probably snacking on something as it's morning time. But yeah, you can put his body on it, like strap it to it, and he'll carry it.
Hopefully, it's not Oliver he's snacking on.
No, he's not snacking on Oliver, I don't think. All right,
Just
so
a finger.
Roll deception.
just the finger, yeah. So to make this trip is going to require some survival abilities. Up to 2 of you can make the roll. The DC on this is, I'll say 12. And Acrid, you would probably have advantage if you're doing it because you've made this trip already a few times.
I'm not particularly good at survival, but I'm not bad at it. So since I have advantage, I can do it.
You could be one of the people anyway.
Yeah.
Keller, you want to have a go at this? I've been rolling crap.
Give it a shot on that. Yeah, it's not his forte yet.
All right. Well, that is what you needed. So yeah, you are traveling through the caves. You have not actually crossed the river here, but luckily Acrid knows some cave systems that go over it. So you're kind of using that. As you're going, you would notice there are a lot of creepy crawlies in these caves. Most of them just kind of avoid you. Lots of giant spiders and just like odd looking insectoid type things. You might find a couple of skeletons of travelers who were not so lucky. Let's see. So as you're traveling, do any of you have herbalism?
I do. I've got a herbalism kit.
Give me an herbalism check, DC. I'll say 12.
Wait, what's that? I don't have. There's not a herbalism skill.
Well, a kit check. I guess use a intelligence.
I use charisma because of my I use charisma because I'm a sorcerer, but so I
Well,
change it to
yeah.
to
Generally
intelligence.
speaking, with an herbalism kit, you would either use intelligence or wisdom. Charisma's not going to help you much with herbalism. It's more knowledge based. But 17 is pretty good. So I'll say as you're traveling, you notice there's some strange residue, which you would recognize to be associated with kind of a rare cave herb, often used in making healing potions. You think there might be something growing nearby that maybe a bug or something traped through and made like a bunch of footprints in it. But to find it might require some survival. Do you want to look into this, or do you want to just keep going?
How are we for time?
You're still on track as far as you know.
Guys, I'm gonna have a quick detour to look for a plant that could be great for healing potions.
All right, we can spare maybe half an hour, but I don't really want to get distracted. We've only got a certain amount of time with Oliver.
So,
okay.
As you're here looking at these tracks, everyone, Knowledge Nature DC 14 might tell you something.
I have Knowledge Nature.
So, Acrid.
I don't have it.
You don't have to have it to make the roll. Do you have training, Acrid, or is this untrained?
Yeah, yes, I am proficient in nature.
All right. So these tracks look interesting to you. You think they were made by a very large spider, possibly a few, and your training would tell you even more. There might be a colony of phase spiders nearby. Which
I would
you know to be very dangerous creatures. Very
Yeah.
territorial as well.
I would turn back to the party and say, phase spiders. They've been known to be around these parts. Very dangerous.
What are phase spiders? Have I heard of them?
Not with that knowledge nature roll. You haven't.
No.
Oh wait.
If you do want to go forward, just be prepared. They are quite dangerous.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that they made the footprints, and they might be in the area with this whatever this herb is that he's talking about.
So can I look at the footprints and see how big big they are roughly?
Did you make a survival check or a nature check?
I made a survival check, but it was a crap one.
You can try a nature check.
Okay, I just want to see how big they are.
I mean, they're pretty big. They're like how big would I mean, you're guessing these are like man-sized spiders at least.
Wait.
Okay, I'll mark it.
Oh yeah. So what?
I'm gonna say, Alan, do you want to mark it on the map, and we'll do this after we deal with Oliver.
Okay, I'll mark it on the map.
You want to come back here?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, put a phase spider on the map, I guess.
I'm all up for fighting them, but I don't really want to be doing it when we got a dead body behind us.
That's true.
It might be a Oh, that's a big spider. So that's about how big they are. Yeah, it might be some kind of lair with the number of tracks you're seeing. But yeah, maybe they're in an area with a bunch of this herb, which could be useful to make some healing potions. All right, so you continue tracking or traveling, ignoring the footprints for now.
Okay.
All right. Gonna shrink this down a little.
Yeah, it is pretty scary right next to Candleholm like that.
Ah,
Just the
we'll say
size of
like
the settlement.
right here. Possible. I'll mark that as map layer. Could put in your side quest too. Phase spider layer question mark.
Yeah.
Well, I've already got a side quest. I'm going to return those letters to that place. That'll be my side quest later on.
I didn't do that. Hang on. There we go. Alright, so we'll mark that on the map. Possibly something to look into later. But you continue on, finishing your first day of travel, resting for the evening. I assume we have shifts, although now we have someone new, so we might want to add Acrid to the watch rotation, as I assume he's going to be taking watch as well.
I'll do the first watch since I don't have black vision.
Well, I have Arlen and Oliver on the first watch, Delboy and Claw on the second, and Fissure and Keller on the third. So
the claw's gone.
So Acrid, you are... Well, Claw's with you, he's in the background, but Acrid, I'm guessing they're putting you on the evening watch.
Alrighty.
As long as he's okay with that. Alright, so continuing to travel the next day. You get to the outskirts of your village. You're starting to recognize these caves, Acrid. And maybe feeling a bit uncomfortable?
Yeah. So as I would walk up to view, and once the view of the entrance is clear, I would say, I can't I cannot go any further. The tribe should be plenty friendly. They're quite accustomed to trading with outsiders. Maybe you should go in and ask around, but I can't go any further than this at the moment.
Is there anyone we should speak to?
Give me everyone who's interested can give me an insight check. Actually, Keller, you automatically get it with your passive. But yeah, you definitely are feeling like Acrid has something going on here, like some kind of shame or something from being home. Which might be kind of odd.
Would it not be better for us if you came with us to introduce us to know who we're looking for to speak to?
Who would I tell them to speak to ask around about?
So you have a couple of friends in the tribe you could direct them towards. I don't have any of their names right now, unless you came up with some.
I haven't yet. But
Yeah.
I will probably flesh a lot of that stuff out this week, like in between sessions. But I would
fine.
I would list off some names of people
Alright.
in the tribe to ask about, and just like go ahead.
Maldior.
Maldior?
Yeah. What do you think?
Reginald. Reginald
and Maldior. Does that work for you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Alright, so
I was just listing a silly name. It's not
Reginald and Maldior to go speak with as a point of contact, which I will add to your journal.
Awesome, thank you.
Are these goblins? Because a goblin called Reginald is so good.
They are goblins, yes.
Yeah,
Bugbears.
goblins,
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 hobgoblins,
bugbears.
and bugbears. It's a goblin tribe, so basically most of the
Okay.
different goblinoid types, and they're a mining village, so you probably hear the sound of pickaxes as
I'm
you
not
get
gonna lie, I
closer.
was trying to think of the best name that just wouldn't fit, and I was it's either Reginald or Keith.
Or Keith.
Or Keith the Goblin. But you should have
Yeah.
control permissions of these as well, accurate, if you want to add notes on them or anything in the journal.
Okay,
Or Bet
cool.
or Betty.
Let's.
All right, so you're heading into the village to speak
wait.
with. Yeah.
So are you gonna be all right waiting out here then, Acrid, while we go in? I don't feel right leaving you out in the wilds.
I'll be fine. This area is relatively safe. They have patrols.
Okay. All right. You for sure?
Yep.
Fisher's gonna pry a little bit and just sort of say, "You don't want to return home, do you? I know the feeling.
What do you say?
Maybe we can talk about it."
Yeah, you're kind
So,
of
yeah.
you're kind of blurry there. I can't hear you very well either.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with my internet.
It's like
think
cutting
Fisher's
in and
gonna
out.
say-
Like sometimes you're clear, then other times it's kind of like this every week. I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be internet related. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Let's just move on.
All right. So you guys head into the village area. There's some guards at the gate who would stop you. These little goblins. One of them says, "Tall ones and halfling, what is your business within the village?"
Short ones, we are here to speak to Reginald and Maldior.
Give me a persuasion DC 12.
I mean, I thought talking to them in the same tone they spoke to us was perfectly fair.
So
Nice.
he gives you a bit of a dirty look and says, "And who are you that you speak to them? Friends?"
Acquaintances.
Yes. Don't
Hmm.
use big words.
He says, "Keep your weapons away and do not cause trouble. You may enter." And they kind of keep an eye on you as you walk in, as do several other goblin guards now watching you.
No, I'm going to say this to Arlen and Fisher. Do you know what? I always thought goblins are very bad at speaking, and it turns out they're right. It's one of the misconceptions that are actually proving right.
The goblin gives you a dirty look. All right, so you're going into town to look for Meldior and Reginald. I'll say, give me a persuasion, I guess, if you're asking around, trying to figure out where they are.
Wow.
DC is 11. Oh, so anyone
I'm
else?
adding my psionic dice to this.
Oh, Sonic dice.
Wow, that's huge.
All right. So, yeah, Keller, well, with your Sonic dice, we'll say you and Fisher are both successful. And you come to a smaller Shroomwood hut, which seems like it's in a little bit of disrepair. What are you going to do? This is where supposedly Reginald is.
I mean, it's very good architecture. I mean, it's got that very much like a run-down, leave-me-alone hobo kind of look. I really should get the name of his designer.
I think
Hmm.
Delboy
Can we
designed
go in?
it.
Yep. You first.
You know what? For someone who's meant to be like the cream of the crop of sorcery, you aren't half scared.
I only have the size, that's why.
I mean, technically everyone
And
here
you
is
should
your
go in
size.
first. You should go in. Wait, you should go in first because they won't be expecting someone your height.
Very well. I shall head inside.
All right, so you're just opening the door and walking in.
Greetings.
Me and Fisher are going to stand opposite side of the doorway because I'm expecting like a bolt to come flying out.
All right. So you open the door, but apparently it is locked. As the door just kind of moves a bit, but does not open.
Hmm.
Who's there? A voice yells.
I am Arlen from Candle. I come seeking aid from my fallen acquaintance.
Go away.
We have gold.
Give me a persuasion check, DC 12.
That was awesome.
DC what? Sorry.
12.
Ooh.
Bad as
So-
Hannah just said we had.
It's quiet for a moment, and then a moment later you hear a latch undoing, and the door opens slightly as a small, looks like kind of scarred looking goblin, like he's got a couple of scars on his face, looks out and he says, "How much gold?"
1 second.
2 gold. Tap them 2 gold.
2 gold. 2 gold. 2.5 gold. Or 3 gold.
Go away, and he slams the door shut.
We have booze.
What do you guys need exactly? He says from behind the door.
We
need to
need,
bring a friend back.
You need to bring a friend back to life? Is that what you said? Why are you coming to me?
Yes. As we had a friend. No, wait. We had a friend who said we should come speak to you to try and find the person who can do it.
Whose name was Scavin, right?
The guy who actually can. It's Scavin, yeah. But
And
that's the
I-
hermit, yeah.
Yeah, I told them to ask about him.
Yeah.
Scavin.
So he says, "I can't bring people back to life. I'm a mercenary. I do soldier work. Although I've kind of put that aside for the time being. Sorry, I can't help
Do
you."
you know someone called Scabin then?
So Scavin, you talking about the hermit who lives in the caves nearby?
Yes.
Says, yeah, I know of him. Can he bring people back to life? Huh. Didn't
That's
know
what
that.
we were told
Wait.
by a friend.
And who exactly sent you to me anyway? He says.
Oh, someone we met like a day ago. Like his name is Akron.
His name is what? Akron?
Acrid. Something like that.
So the door opens and he says, "Where is he? I thought he was dead. He's been missing
No,
for a
he's-
while."
Not dead. He just didn't want to come into the inside. What's going on? I feel like I'm missing something here.
He says, we came under attack by gnolls a while back, a hunting party, and I thought everyone was killed." Says, "I wasn't with them, but we got word that Acrid and the others were lost in the fight. The gnolls killed them all. You're saying he's not dead?
No, he's not dead.
Well, where is he? He's been missing for a
Just
while."
said he doesn't want to come into the town. If that's what you call this place. So he's on the outskirts. He doesn't want to come in.
Well, why not? What's going on?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Can you lead me to him?
Why do I feel like I'm everybody's errand boy today?
He says, "Look,
Yes, fine. I will take it.
I'll take you to where Scavin is if you lead me to Acrid."
Fine. You show me where Scabin is. I will take you to Akron. And then while you're talking to him, we can come back.
He says, "All right, deal." So you're gonna lead him back to where Acrid is?
He's gonna show us where the cave where Scabin is, and we'll take him to where.
Oh, you're
Akron
asking
is.
him to show you first. Give me a persuasion check, DC 13. He says, "No deal.
Hang on.
You
This is what I am adding a Sonic
oh.
guy.
All right. So using your mental, could you link that ability that you're using?
It's the long ass paragraph. Hang on.
Oh, you didn't separate them yet? Go ahead, link the whole
They-
paragraph.
They're all still one thing, even if I separated it. It's all.
Well, you can put them as like psionic power, blah blah blah, psionic power. Like you can name. But anyway, it's fine. Which paragraph am I looking at? Psi bolstered
It's a
knack.
psionic knack. Yeah. Right.
All right. So he says, all right, fine. I'll show you where to go to find Scavin, and he leads you towards the edge of town, outside of one of the gates there. And he points to a cave, and he says, "If you follow this a ways, just keep going straight. Don't take any of the forks. You'll come to a house, though I don't think Scavin likes visitors. So just be
That's fine.
careful. He does use magic."
Alright,
This
we'll
is-
go show you where.
All right, so you're gonna lead him to Acrid.
Yeah.
All right, so Acrid, you are kind of sitting there, maybe a little bit nervous because people could be coming out. Would you be in hiding, or would you just kind of be sitting out in the middle of the cave?
I have the mask. So I would just be, keeping it on the gate, waiting for them to come back out.
All right, so you would see them come out of the gate, and they have Reginald with them. He follows them up to where you are, and he says, "Acrid, is that you? What happened to you?"
It's a long story.
He says, "Well, go ahead."
I was gonna say, have any of the others returned?
He says, "No, we thought you were all dead. What happened to you? What we thought the gnolls killed you all."
I'm not exactly sure what all happened to me, but they did things to me. I don't feel comfortable coming back home in this state. And I show them my arms, like, they're all wrapped up in bandages, and I'll actually take off of one of my arms the bandages to expose that my whole arm from my hand to my elbow, as you can see, is covered in just absolutely carved. It's scarred up now, but different eldritch, like, basically symbols.
He says, "Damn. Well, sorry you went through that, brother. Are you ever gonna come back to town? I mean, you should let everyone know you're okay. We just assumed you were dead."
Maybe you should keep this to yourself, if you wouldn't mind. I'm still trying to figure everything out. I'm not sure when I'll come back.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, DC 10.
Okay.
So he kind of nods. He says, "All right, well, I'll honor this, but I don't think it's the right call. I think you should let everyone know what happened. I'm sure that, well, I know I'd have your back, of course, and Maldior would have your back as well. The rest of them, they'll get over it, or else we'll knock some sense into them." He
I
gives you
appreciate-
kind of a pat on the knee, I guess, because he's like 1/3 your size.
Yeah, I'll get down on my knee to, like, reach his level. I'll put a hand on his shoulder and be like, "I appreciate your friendship."
This is so what are you doing with these humans or humanoids?
These are the ones that saved me.
He says,
They
"Oh,
attacked the camp that I was being held at, and I was able to use the chaos to escape. They are in need of some assistance, and I think maybe Scavin may be able to help them."
yeah, apparently he can bring people back to life. I haven't even heard that. I mean, I knew he was kind of a weird old codger, but I didn't know he was that powerful.
I've had some dealings with him. I'm not sure everything I've heard is true, but I have heard
He says,
that.
well, or go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've heard rumors that he does have that ability.
He says, well, do you think maybe I could come with you all and maybe help out? He says, someone's got to watch your back. No offense to these people, but I think a goblin would know more how you fight and how to help you.
That's not my call. I would accept you, but I don't know if they're comfortable with it. And I turn back to the party.
Oh, damn. More the merrier, I say.
He says, I'm small, but I know how to use my weaponry. He says, got not much going, don't have much going on right now in between jobs. Tell you the truth, I was fighting a little depression from the loss of my friend here, but now that I know he's alive, it's makes me appreciate you guys a lot more. He says, if not, I can
That's right,
hang
let's
out
say someone
here.
with
Or go ahead.
But let's say someone with mental health issues. What could go wrong?
Because I don't got mental health issues. Just
Mm.
you. He says you don't know what it's like to lose a friend. If you're gonna say that.
I point
No,
to the
yeah.
corpse over there.
Oh well, all right. So you point to the corpse and the spider. He says, "I'm guessing that's who you want brought back."
The friend that we lost.
He says, "So you know what it's like to lose someone. Then why are you giving me
Oh,
crap for
no,
it?"
clearly I don't, because apparently, according to you, only you know what suffering is. So, yes,
I
please come along with us and have a pointless death and be
fucking
another thing we have to deal with.
wise
Please do
ass
that.
elf telling me what to do.
Grumpy fucking goblin.
He says, well, it sounds like the majority say I can come, so I'm joining you for now. And I assume...
Fine, but if you die, I'm not trying to save you.
Says, well, just slap me on the spider and bring me to Skaven, apparently. He can bring people back to life. So, he has offered to join you as a hireling, and you said you are okay bringing him with you?
Yeah.
Alright, I don't have
Awesome.
stats for him yet, but we'll put him in the background for now.
Cool.
Alright. So he says, well, I guess I'll personally show you to where Skaven is. Again, you gotta be careful. I don't know how he's gonna take to a bunch of people coming up to his house. He usually lives in solitude. Are you coming with us, the Acrid?
Yes, I am.
Alright. Well, we're not going to go through the village, obviously, because Acrid's keeping himself hidden, but I'll show you another way to get to that cave.
Thank you once again. I appreciate it.
Alright. Do we want to take a break? Because we are more than halfway through. I can go check on my pups. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we do a 10-minute break then? Yeah.
Alrighty,
Right
cool.
back.
Cool. See you in a bit.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Sweet. Try to move a little closer to my router to see if that improves my mic quality at all.
Mm.
Does it still kind of
I
sound like
have
a guy now?
returned.
Or...
Sounds good to
No,
me.
Okay. Sweet.
Yep, you sound. At least so far, you sound fine.
yeah, I mean, it comes and goes for you.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. I bought like 2 different microphones to try and get it sorted, but Perhaps it's a proximity to the router issue. So
Yeah, it might be an internet thing, because sometimes you sound fine, but then, like, words just kind of blur a little.
yeah,
Like, you'll be talking, and then, like, part of what you're saying gets kind of quiet and blurry, and then it goes back to normal.
okay.
But it's always kind of been like that, at least for me.
It might be your sound suppression as well on Discord. Have you messed with that at all?
I guess I could try turning it off.
It's settings, voice and video, and then there's like a switch that is, I think it's called input sensitivity. It's automatic normally, but if you switch it, you can move it manual. And so if you want the mic to pick up more of like the sound that, like your voice and it also like other sounds as well, you can turn it down, like turn it to the left.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Input
Yeah.
volume.
And then if there's ever like some background noise that you don't want showing up, you can turn it up, and then it'll only pick up your voice.
By the way, Akid, have you seen the 2 new memes in the chat section?
Yeah, I did see them.
Oh, are you guys posting memes?
Yeah, the last one always makes me laugh because I'm playing a barbarian in another campaign.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the Necromancer one before.
Yeah. The barbarian one always makes me laugh.
Wendigo. Alright. Is everyone back?
Yes.
Alright. So, let's see. You are going to follow Reginald to the cave. Here's my maps.
Yeah, but I dare you to call him Reggie just out of hand.
Reggie.
Maybe.
Reginator.
The Reginator. So he leads you through some side caves, avoiding the main town. And you get to a cave that he's leading you into that's going pretty deep. Let's see. Your passive perceptions. Let me see. Do you notice anything? Alright, so it leads you down the side cave into a larger cave. And in the distance, you would see a couple of things. Hang on, I have a map for this. It's this one, I believe, right? Yes. All right. So you'll be coming in from the southeast side of the cave. So as you're approaching the house, you would notice something kind of strange. I'll say, Keller, with your passive of 17. It looks like some of the windows might be partially cracked. Which could be from old age,
Okay.
but oh, someone's echoing me now. Test.
Might be me.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it looks a little bit weird. Here, I'll put you on the map. Give me a moment. So we have Acrid, Arlen, Fisher, Keller. Now, does someone want to play Claw? Just so you have 5? since I don't have
I can do that. Because I've played the barbarian before.
You have Claw with you as well. I'll give you control of her.
Okay.
So that is Arlen.
Friend, out of curiosity, how much does these windows always look like they're broken?
Does Zachrid go to his house much?
You have not been to his house before. You've only talked to him in town.
I've never been here myself, so not quite sure that's normal, but he is an odd fellow.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
house is kind of over here. You would see there are some glowing mushrooms planted in the area to give light to the house. But yeah, it looks a little odd.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So I guess I'll lead the way. Because our goblin friend maybe is standing back now.
Yeah.
Fisher did say something, but he cut out really poor badly there.
I did.
No, Fisher did. He said something where you did, but we didn't hear him.
Yeah, sorry, we just went to ask what Skaven looked like.
Oh, you got really quiet. Can you say that again?
What does Skaven look like?
Yeah, you're really quiet now.
Yeah, I think you're getting quieter.
What does Skaven look like?
That's better.
You haven't seen Skeven yet. You assume he's in the house over there.
Does Zachrid know?
Yeah, I would know what he looks like. I could have given like a description. Which would
We had the
Raven, do you want to tell me what he looks like exactly?
Older fellow. He is elven, wood elven. Yeah, very old, being an elf, like several hundred years old. He has white hair, green eyes, and yeah, he is mostly stuck to the cave areas around Candle and some of the barbarian tribes. He moves around some, but lately he's mostly been living here, as far as you know.
So yeah, I would tell him he's an old wood elf. Older, I mean, as far as elves go, yeah, he's old even. So very old.
Okay.
I can lead the way.
Yeah, you might be a little concerned that he has broken windows. That seems weird to you.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm
You
stealthing.
guys. Yeah, I don't want to move
Listen.
ahead of you guys if you want to move with me, but if you don't, I'm just gonna move ahead.
I'm gonna send Delboy up as high as he can in his raven form.
I'm going, but I'm still stealthing.
Alright, so the cave is probably about 15 to 20 feet, varying in certain spots. Doesn't go up too high. The highest point you see might be around 20 feet, which is kind of around where the house is. But yeah, you can certainly send your raven over there if you want. So, Acrid is approaching. Are you guys approaching with him?
yeah.
As you get
I'm
a
doing
little...
it, hugging the wall.
Dude, just tell me when to stop.
Yeah, as you get a little closer, Acrid, you would all hear a thump inside the house as if something fell over. It's pretty loud. It sounded like something big.
I would call out, "Hello, Scabbin."
Are you guys really all the way back here, or have you just not moved?
No, I haven't moved.
Alright, so as you call out, you would hear large footsteps inside the house.
And I could probably guess that's not him, right?
It doesn't sound like it. and then all of a sudden a large creature would burst through the side of the house, roaring at you. I need initiative rolls.
Alrighty.
Just so I know before we do it, because I know where I'd be. Can I hide behind this or no?
Yes.
Rubble on the ground. Is it big enough? Okay, cool. So I
Yeah,
would have
it's
been there.
difficult terrain. It will give you, like, it's up to your waist, basically, so you could be, like, crouched behind it.
No, I just didn't want to be there if I couldn't hide, if I couldn't stealth around it. That's why I wanted to check.
Alright, so the large reddish creature kind of licks his lips as he looks over at you and would yell something in a language you don't understand. Though in your heads you would hear, "Come to me, I shall eat you of your flesh."
Oh, thank you, frogs.
Alright, so looks like we have everyone on initiative. So the first to act as this happens is going to be Keller. What do you want to do?
Okay. So I'm hidden behind these rocks.
Did you do a stealth
close
check?
enough. Yeah, I did a stealth check as we were moving up. As I was hugging along the wall, I rolled like a 19.
19 would be enough. You don't think he sees you.
Cool. So I'm going to Psychic Blade from where I'm at, which I can reach because he's just on the verge. 17.
Alright, so you pop out of hiding, hurling a psychic blade at him. 17 would be enough to strike as he roars in
Okay, so it does.
pain.
Then
taking-
this, because I get advantage from the pool. Then I'm going to-
17 psychic. Alright, he did not like that. He is now looking
Then
at
I
you
will-
with murder in his eyes.
I'm fine. Brief there. Look over there, a big fly! And bonus action stealth.
Alright, so you attempt to stealth as a bonus. 15, yeah, you believe you are hidden from him. Anything else?
No, if it's sounds one, I get advantage. If it's not, I don't. That's me done.
Alright, Fisher.
Cast mirror image.
Alright, so you chant summoning arcane energies as there are now suddenly 4 of you. Wait, I don't see you on the map. Where are you?
He's by me.
Are you underneath someone else?
Nope.
Who's by me?
You are
location
underneath
now.
Arlen's token. You guys can't both be on that square. There you are.
Oh, cool.
Alright. So you put 3 images of yourself out. What else are you gonna do? Or is that it?
Let me up slightly. And I have no bonus action. That's
Alright.
my turn.
Did you roll for your... Oh, okay, you did. Arlen, what are you gonna do?
I will cast. I will use twin spell, and it's. I use a sorcery point per person. So I need for all 3. I think I need 2 sorcery points.
Well, what are you casting?
Haste.
Alright, so you're casting haste and you're twinning it. So
And
that'll be...
it's a sorcery point per person.
So it would be 3 sorcery
Oh, it's a
points. to
sorcery
do
point
that.
per level.
Yeah,
It's
so
a sorcery
you,
point per level for time.
yeah, so you'd spend 3 sorcery points if you're twinning haste.
Yeah. 1,
And,
2, 3.
and who are you putting haste on?
1 second. It'll be Acrid, Heller, and Claw.
It can only be 2 people.
Oh, Acrid and Keller.
Alright, so Acrid, as the magic begins to affect you, you suddenly start moving much quicker. And you said Claw.
No, Keller.
Oh, Keller. Alright, Keller. So the two of you are hasted. Mark yourself as concentrating, please. And anything else?
I'm gonna move back down here and stay
That's-
hidden.
So you back off, trying to keep suspicions off you, and damage as well to hold your spell. Alright, Gara. What's Gara doing?
I can move 30 up. And does she have a long range weapon?
I think
I
she can
think I
move
can-
40.
40? Okay,
Yeah, as a
nice.
barbarian, I think she has 40 at this level.
Okay, so now use a javelin.
Alright, you hurl a javelin at the creature.
That's just 13 because she's not great with her mastering rules.
Are you recklessing?
No, not yet. I'll get closer.
Alright, so 8 would not be enough, and that would miss. Anything
Okay.
else?
No.
Alright,
Do the bonus action wild shift because it means it can't attack her with advantage.
within
Oh.
30 feet.
I'll
Yeah.
do that then.
Alright, so go ahead and click your wild
I-
shift ability, or your shift.
She also gets extra health, 10 health.
Yeah, you get some temp HP. Alright, that's it for Claw. Acrid.
All right. So I will bonus action rage. And I don't think I have control of this yet, but I grow to large size.
You can't make yourself large. I can do that. This is the rage marker, just FYI.
Okay, cool.
And you suddenly get a bit larger. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. See, I can click on your token here. Rah.
Awesome. So yeah, with a roar, I grow large, and I say, "Where is Scavin?" And I can use move half my movement for free as a part of that bonus action reach. So we'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually stay back here.
So
No.
every
Wait.
second diagonal is an extra 5 feet.
Okay.
So the
I
first
should
one's
have-
5, then the next one would be 15, for example.
Okay. So I should have plenty.
Yeah.
This is all the moving I'll be doing this turn. And I will use my hasted action to make an attack, a special attack, grapple.
Alright, so you attempt to grab the creature from a distance.
Yes.
let's see.
So because I'm raging, I have advantage. So I'll do the athletics.
Alright, he is going to use athletics to resist it. Which will... Oh wait, why is it whispering? Let's keep doing this, hang on. Alright, so athletics...
Ooh.
22. Is it match makes it, right?
Usually meets it beats it, right?
Yeah, so I think he would resist for now, roaring and pushing off your grab attempt.
Okay, so to be clear, just to narrate that, so Acrid would raise his arm, and the sigils on his left palm, the hand that's not holding his sword, would begin to glow, and these tentacles would burst out of his hand, attempting to grab the creature, but failing.
Yeah, so the creature would roar and knock the tentacles off as they attempt to grab him. I think you do have another attack if you want to try it again.
Yeah, actually, I have 2 more attacks because that was my hasted attack. So I will try again,
Sure.
actually.
All right.
Um,
So you do a second attempt. Well, I don't think you can even beat that.
Oh wow.
So yeah, you would grab him. He would growl as suddenly the tentacle is holding him, keeping him from moving. Rawr. Anything else?
all right. Yeah, and then oh, I should have clarified this as well. When I raged, my sword that's in my hand now, drawn, would have begin to have this like basically like this faint like red glow, like a fiery glow to it. And I would make 1 attack with my longsword, with advantage because I'm reckless attacking.
Okay. So you
So-
swing at him. Yeah, 26 would land a hit. Now, is this sword magical?
No.
Right. I don't think that matters, actually. So yeah, you would deal 5 points of damage.
All right,
with
then
the
two
strike.
extra 2 for rage, and then also that fire damage. That's a d6, which is also 2. So
Alright, so he would take 1 from that as he seems to resist fire.
okay.
Anything else?
That'll be all.
Alright. So that was it for Acrid. Claw went already. I don't know why it's putting her there again. But suddenly, another wall explodes from the south. As another slot comes smashing through the house. And it would yell, "Meat!" as it rushes forward towards Gara.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And it is going to slash at her. Using its claw. Actually, several slashes. So it does a claw. 12 would miss her.
Missed.
Because
Yes.
of her shift, doesn't gain advantage. I think 22 is going to strike though.
So, AC 17, I don't know if shift adds there or not.
I don't think it does.
No, I don't think I should have to do that.
So she would
But it
take.
does give her a 10 HP.
Yeah, unfortunately she's not raging, so she will take 10 points of damage, and I need a con save from her.
Like this. I was all right.
Yes. You can turn off advantage, but 18 would be
Yeah.
enough, and she would resist, and then it tries to bite her, which she jumps back, avoiding. That's it for that one. Unfortunately, another one comes bursting out, and it is going to rush forward to here, but would have to use a dash because it didn't have enough movement to get there in 1 turn. That's it for that one. This one's grappled, so it's going to roar angrily, attempting to break the grab because it can't move otherwise. Oh, first thing, it's going to regenerate. Gains 10.
Dang.
Then it's going to try to break the grab, so I need an athletics check.
Dang.
Oh, well. Alright, so it struggles angrily, but it cannot break the grab. It's gonna... well, I guess that's all it can do, because it can't move, so it just kind of sits there being held. The imp goes.
Oh, Delboy is going to try and investigate the house. See if he can find Skaven.
Delboy's like,
Dash.
those are slide. What are you doing to me, master? As it obeys your commands anyway. So it
It's okay,
flies.
Delboy. I'm not going to make you bite them.
Alright, so it's kind of... So he's kind of out of combat, right? If he's not going to... Like, we'll just say he flies in the house and is looking around.
Yeah, essentially just see if Skaven is around.
Alright, so he's going to do that. New round, Keller. What are you going to do?
Okay. one nearest me. Psychic Blade.
All right, so you
24.
pop out of hiding. 24 would strike. Rawr, as it is suddenly attacked with psychic energy, bleeding from its nose a little.
And if I attack the second time with the hasted action, I won't get the advantage from sneak attack, will I? No, but Claw's
mean
next
from
to him, so I get
hiding?
advantage anyway.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you wouldn't. Yeah, so, well, why would Claw give you advantage?
But not advantage, I get the
Oh,
sneak attack.
Well,
I
you
keep
would
forgetting.
you would get a sneak attack with this attack if you want to use it.
I know, but I wanted to use it on the next one just in case I crit.
Oh yeah.
No, sorry,
sure.
I'll use it on this one. I'll use it on
Alright.
this one.
So 20 points of damage.
Nice.
Psychic.
And then the hasted action is that one, which is a 19.
Yeah, that is gonna hit.
That's 10.
Doing another 10. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to. I got it. Okay. Then I'm going to. No, sorry, we're just going to do the same thing until I get past them. So I'll just bring forward 1 and bonus action hide.
Alright, so you move carefully along the edges of the cave-in rubble, and once again slip into the shadows. Fisher.
Are we in dim light?
Yeah, do any of you have a light source?
I don't. I just have dark vision.
Yeah, I think, I mean, usually traveling through the caves, you have a light source just to stave off the madness of the deep, but you could say you put it out as
So we
your
got the
first.
mushrooms here.
The mushrooms are
Let's say we
giving
got
off
the mushrooms
dim light.
around here.
Those do give
and-
off dim light, though.
Okay, cool. At what point does Eldritch Blast gain disadvantage?
What do you mean?
When they're next to you.
Oh yeah, if you have an enemy adjacent, then it would be disadvantage.
Adjacent. Okay, cool. Then I'll move in 30 feet. And then I'll target the grappled slab with Eldritch Blast.
He's not restrained, so you would not have advantage, but he is grabbed. Oh, all right. So you kind of screw that up, firing off an Eldritch Blast like up above him. Oh, unlucky. All right, so yeah, maybe you're a little freaked out by them, but both of your attacks would miss. Pew pew.
I just turn to Lacrid and say, don't judge me on that, I'm just warming up. And then I pull out my fancy gem from my pack. 3 item interaction, and then using the spell slot, I will cast Shadow Blade from the gem.
All right, so use a spell slot from the gem to cast Shadow Blade.
Yep.
Okay. So you form a blade of darkness suddenly from your hand. Anything else?
That is it.
Alright. This one says something in a language you don't understand, and this one says something back to him. Arlen.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile level 2 at the one in the middle.
Pew pew pew.
Oh.
Alright.
Level
So-
level 1, Jesse.
Level 1. Alright, so you said this one?
Yes, in the middle, yes.
Right. Alright, so that would be 12 points of force damage as you blast him 3 times with magic missile. Anything else?
That will be it.
Also, I think I'm echoing from someone again. Might be Arlen. Alright, so that ends your turn. Acrid. This one is still
Alright.
struggling with the tentacle you've wrapped him in.
I will use a bonus action to. I'll link this real quick. To change the damage type on my sword, so it goes from a faint fire glow to a faint green glow as it's infused with acid damage
Okay.
magic. So I will attack him with we'll do the haste action, the haste attack first. So
This is the grab one you're attacking?
yes, the grab one with reckless attack.
All right, yeah, 24 would strike him as you cut
Alright,
him
so
with your weapon.
10 plus
12.
rage, and then wow. Okay, so yeah.
So once again, he seems to resist, only taking 3. So he takes 15.
Ooh.
Seems
Okay,
he's
man.
are resistant to acid as well. Anything else?
Yes. 2 more attacks coming at the same guy.
Okay.
So 26.
Yeah, you land another strike on him. Doing 9
Slashing.
points.
Rage, and then half that, so 1 from the acid,
So that would be 12. Okay.
and then 1 more. 12 hit.
Ooh, 12 is going to miss him, unfortunately, as he jumps to the side. He yells something at you in Slotty. And in your head, you hear, "Let go of me, now." Anything else?
I'll end my turn.
Gara.
And so Gara will rage and go after this one down here.
Alright, so Gara flies into a rage of her own.
Yeah, so I need help here. So, Frost Gem, Fang Greatsword.
Oh, no, that is not going to be enough, and he would miss with the first attack.
Okay, so I got a second one.
Yes, I believe she does.
Okay.
Oh, crit! Raw. So you land a massive blow with the second swing, as he is too fast and unable to dodge.
And then,
Sorry.
raise them.
Alright,
Double
so
crit, that one.
the Grab Weapon Master, Rage 12 and 18. You did Rage twice, but it would be 30, because Rage is already calculated in with Great Weapon Master. Which one did she hit?
The one down here.
Okay, she lands a massive blow with that attack, and that would wound him.
Excellent.
That's it for her. The Slod goes. It would yell again in Slotty at this one, but it's going to attack Claw. Slashing with its claw, 17? I think that hits because she's
Nice.
16, right?
No, she's 17, but still meets it.
Alright, so claws her for 5 piercing this time. Another con save.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Makes the con save. Second slash. Oof, that will strike as well. Doing another 3. And another con save. Okay, so she makes it, and a bite. Yeah, 18 will strike, doing another 4 points of piercing. Luckily, her rage is protecting her. That's it for that one.
Con save for the last one.
No, not for the bite. Just the claws.
Yeah.
This one is going to look south. Sees people in the dark. Someone's down there. It is going to try to push, basically overrun Claw. So I need a athletics check from her.
You shall not pass.
It would have advantage because it's larger than her.
No, he wouldn't.
Uh,
Doesn't get advantage on
that's for grapple.
with the.
For overrun, they do. Size does help you with that.
Oh, I didn't know if her wild shifter thing gave her advantage.
No, this is a
Like
check.
that.
This isn't an attack. This is it just has advantage because it's bigger. So it would push past her. 10, 15.
We're not gonna
Provoking.
attack her.
Well, not yet. 20. And it's going to move to here, now giving her an Oppie.
What about accurate?
It's still in his threat range.
No, wait, claw. It's all about claw.
Yeah, Claw would get an Oppie now.
Okay.
13, that is going to miss. So she spends her reaction and swings, but he is
Well,
unfortunate.
is she automatically the Great Weapon Master? Does she have to choose the Great Weapon Master?
Well,
Is that -5?
that
from
would
Great
be
Weapon
something
Master?
that he would choose before making the attack. But once the attack is made, like,
Oh,
yeah, you
No,
can
I just
turn that
wondered
off.
if he's not Great Weapon Master, it would be. Okay.
But yeah, he can choose to turn that off. So yeah, Marker is
Uh,
using her reaction, and it will see you now over here. So it's gonna swing
Okay.
at you. You dodge.
No.
You dodge.
Oh.
Nope. So it stumbles a little on the rocks as it swings at you, and you kind of jump and roll out of the way. That's it for that one. This one continues to struggle, using its action to try to break free. Oh, it is going to regenerate a little as well. So it gains another 10. Oh, and this other one regenerated a little too.
Holy cow!
What is going on?
What are the
Well,
odds of that?
yeah, it's not getting free, so that's it for that one. Delboy is searching the house. New round, Keller.
Okay.
So you got this thing
So my
next to you.
hasted action. I know. 60. Okay. Hasted action, disengage. My action. I don't know if I can do this, but to grab Arlen,
Grapple him? Yeah, you can grab
pick
him.
him up. So I'm going to do movement, which is 30.
So you'd be,
Which
if you're
will
grabbing
take
him
us-
and pulling him, that would be half, so you could go 15.
And I'm going to bonus action dash, so it will be my 30. So then I go. What am I going to get?
Are you going to resist being pulled?
no. Does my concentration have a limit? Distance limit.
No. Once the spell is cast, there's no distance, I don't believe. I think you can just keep concentrating on it.
Bring Arlen with me, so Arlen would be like over here somewhere.
Alright, so you
I
move
can't.
another 30 feet, pulling him to over here. Or where do you want him around you?
I would have him, if I could, here, because the whole point is to get him away from the slads in case it tries to do damage to him.
Alright.
The whole point I'm moving him.
Is that it for you?
That's everything. That's everything I can do. Yeah.
Alright, Fisher.
So, this guy down on the bottom here, this slot, has a marker. What is that marker?
He's at half health, so he's wounded. He's at half or
Okay,
below.
cool.
Although he
I'm
is
gonna
still
use-
regenerating.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement to get down to him, and then I'm going to using Shadow Blade and Dim Light attack with advantage.
Alright, so you swing with advantage.
How do I? What
Ah.
should I
Yes, claws
roll for?
are generally weapon attacks.
I haven't used Shadow Blade, so I just need to check.
It
What
would be
should we
your
roll?
spell attack with charisma. So D20 plus your charisma modifier plus your proficiency.
Okay, I'm just going to do this manually. I guess I need to make a little macro for it. D20. It's got 9 on the 20.
You can
Plus
roll again
7.
to crit fish. That would hit, but yeah, you can roll again if you want to see if you get a 20.
Okay, nice.
Nope,
Nope.
but 9 would hit. So that would be 9 plus, I believe, 4 for your charisma, and I think 3 for your proficiency. So that'd be 16. So yeah, you would strike him with your Shadow Blade.
And I will be hitting him with a first level Divine Smite.
Oh, Shadowy Smite.
Yeah.
Go ahead and link the smite. Can you smite on? Probably. I think the Shadow Blade counts as a weapon. Melee weapon. Yeah, so I think you're good. Alright, so there's an explosion of both dark and light energy as you bring your weapon down on this thing.
So 2d8 for. Oh no, 1.
Alright, so 5 and 2d8. Oh, what type of things do you get extra damage on for Smite? Undead and Fiend? These, unfortunately, are neither of those, so it'd just be a regular Smite.
Oh.
So another 2d8.
2d8, 48. I remember.
So 11 points of damage total. Does not seem to resist either of those. Anything else?
That is it.
Alright, Arlen.
Can I still
dragged.
can I see the guy, the creature in front of us still, or is he obscured from my vision?
You would hear him over here. You don't see him, though. He is fully obscured, so you'd be at disadvantage because you don't have dark vision.
Okay, I'll just try a firebolt at disadvantage.
Alright. Firebolt. Nope. 7's gonna streak past him. Anything else?
I will. Can I bonus action
I will
hide?
point. I will point down south and go, run that way.
Yeah, I'll hide. Oh, I can't actually see where I'm going, so I'm gonna hide in a small crack. Only a halfling can.
Alright, give me a stealth. Oh, you can't hide, actually. Oh, wait, you have can you hide as a bonus action? Or do you just mean, like, take cover in the rocks? Because usually.
Take cover.
Alright, so you just take cover. Anything else?
No.
Because, yeah, usually hiding is an action. Acrid.
Alright, so I'll look at him and be like, you don't fear the fire, but maybe you fear the cold. And I'll bonus action change the damage type to cold. And I will slash at him again with advantage from reckless attack.
Oh. Yep, 25 will strike.
Then rage, and then 6 cold. Does he seem to resist?
Unfortunately, he takes only 3, as he does not seem
Wow.
to fear the cold either.
Dang.
That would wound him, though, putting him below half. As he shows the first signs of wounds from your attacks. Anything else?
Alright. Yes, 2 more attacks coming his way. Ugh, I imagine that doesn't quite cut it.
12 is he's gonna dodge that one.
15?
15 will strike him, though, with the other one. Slashing
Alrighty.
him again for 12 and 1.
1.
13. Alright. He is looking pretty wounded as well. Usually just for cosmetic, when something is above half, it is using stamina, so it just looks tired. Half health, it starts to take wounds, and 1/4 or below is extremely wounded / near death. Like it's taken some telling blows. Alright, so that's it for Acrid. Gara.
So I'm still raging, so I'll reckless attack myself.
Alright. That's this
And
one,
go
right?
for this one. Yep.
Okay.
Take off Great Weapons Master.
Oh, no. It would dodge your first swing.
Okay.
But 18 would land on the second one. Doing, so no Great Weapon Master damage, so that would be 2 and 11 is 13 damage. Which would be a telling blow as he is starting to show signs of being near death. Anything else?
Can I action surge?
Does she have an action surge? I thought she was just
Yeah,
Yes.
she's half built.
then yes, you indeed can. Go ahead and link your action surge and take some more attacks.
Yeah, so,
Ooh, no, 13 just misses as the sled sidesteps that swing.
I guess I got second action surge swing.
You do. It's a full
Ah,
action.
nice. And then
Ah, yeah,
Ooh,
21
nice.
lands a hit, cutting it for 7 because you're not reckless or great weapon mastering. So
I am reckless. I am reckless. I said that at the beginning.
you didn't check the minus, so it didn't do the minus. You have to put it on the dice roll. You have to check it or
Oh.
uncheck it. So that would
Never mind.
only be 7 damage. Anything else? Like you saw up top, it was like -5, just so it indicates to me that you're doing that.
Oh, never mind. That is me.
Alright, so the creature regains 10 health as the wounds are already starting to close. Once again, it would look wounded, not near dead. And it's going to swing back at Claw with its own claw.
Miss.
But she dodges both and a bite. Ooh, bite's going to hit her, doing 4 piercing.
Yeah.
That is it for that
1,
slot.
2, 3.
This one is going to keep going south. 10, 20, 25, 30. Then it's going to dash down to here, engaging you two, ending its turn.
How can he see us?
It's
Did they have
vision.
dark vision?
They do.
Flex. Oh.
Actually, I think they have like devil sight. They have like perfect dark vision. But yeah, I mean, most things in these caves can see in the dark. Oh no, it doesn't have devil sight, but yes, it does have dark vision. So that's it for him. This one, once again, is going to try to break free. Arrgh. It's going to regenerate, gaining 10. And I don't think it can beat that, so it's still stuck. The imp goes. It's looking around the house. New round, Keller. What are you going to do?
Alright, Kellen's gonna say to Arlen. Kellen's gonna say to Arlen, "Go. Can you get yourself out of this problem?
Yes, I can.
Good luck." And then he is going to.
So I assume you're letting go of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we are gonna do this. We are going to.
Scatter. Cheese it.
Psychic Blade.
Oh, yeah, 18 will
18.
strike, and distracted by your ally, you would have sneak attack.
Nice.
So he is stabbed for, 22. Looking very angry at you.
Then my hasted action, the second Psychic Blade.
Attack roll?
I don't. Oh, that just rolled the damage. Sorry, that was me. I pressed the wrong thing.
No, he will dodge that second swipe with your psychic
That's
energy.
cool. Bonus action, disengage, and then we are going to go. I want to go the other way because he's there, and I don't want to go.
Run away, run away.
Okay. Literally, yeah. Bye. And there.
Okay.
Nah. You done.
You gonna use your movement action? Or wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's
I
right,
did.
you
I did
your-
my. I
You
did
did
use
the
my
disengage
movement.
and move.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
I see.
bonus.
Fisher.
Cool. Attack with my shadow blade.
Alright, so you slash down at this
Wow.
creature once more. Oh yeah, 18 will land another solid hit. And if you click on Shadow Blade, it should, yeah, you got it. So it does roll the damage there. So it would take 7 necrotic. No smite.
Yeah, and I'm adding a 3rd level smite.
Oh wow. So 4d8, as there is a much larger explosion of energy.
Ooh,
One,
good damage.
Alright. So the creature is exploded in radiant energy as essence falls to the ground, and it appears to be dead. Anything else?
No, that'll be all.
Alright. You're pretty
sorry,
sure
actually.
these, judging by how this died, it was probably a summoned creature. So that's it for you. Arlen.
Just
Okay, I will
Yeah,
cast
that's right.
Dimension Door.
Alright, so you step through an interdimensional portal. And where do you end up?
Over here.
Alright, you poof all the way up north. Anything else?
Can I make it to the roof?
Yeah, you can be up on the roof if you want.
Oh, there. I'm gonna stay there.
So
Hello
you
there, boy.
poof up to the roof. Doughboy is somewhere inside the house, so he probably does not see you.
Oh.
Akrid. Yeah,
Alrighty. Akrid will
there for now.
bonus action change the damage type, this time to thunder, and hope for the best.
Alright.
And attack 3 times, or however many times it takes to kill this guy. 26.
Yeah, 26 strikes with the first. Doing 12, 2, and it resists, so it takes nothing.
Man, this guy
14.
resists everything.
Guys are resistance jerks.
Not psychic.
That would badly wound it, though, because it's starting to falter. Second
Awesome.
attack.
Oh, that was damage, my bad. 19?
Yeah, 19 will strike it again. As you bring your long sword down, cutting it for another 13.
And then last attack. Misses.
Oh, nope, it's gonna dodge. Alright. Anything else?
No, that will be all.
Alright, Claw.
Claw will run up here, and with her rage still on, she will swing the
Great axe. Alright, yeah, 19 will strike. Doing 17, which will actually bring this down.
Nice.
nice.
His essence falls to the ground. Anything else?
A roar of victory and raising the axe high.
Oh, alright, so that is it for Gara. Because she probably doesn't see where the other one is right now.
No.
The other Slod looks around confused as his prey teleported, so he's going to run after Keller. He will get to you. He is going to do one of his claw attacks as a grab. So I need an athletics or acrobatics. Which I'm pretty sure I know which you're gonna
Acrobatics.
use. Oh, alright, so you
Ooh.
slip
And
through
then I'm going
his...
to add a psionic die. I was going to say, I'm adding against this.
Well, you
Oh, yeah,
already,
it's-
he already made it. The DC
I know,
is
I know.
13. Alright, so he misses you as tries to grab you, you slip away. He's just gonna roar annoyed and do a claw attack. Ooh, 17.
No. No, because I've got haste, so it's 19 at the minute.
That's right. So that will miss and a bite. Once again, the haste saves you. New round is gonna be Keller.
Can you guys please help? Psychic Blade. Action.
Yeah, 26 will strike it, doing 7, although it's not
Bonus
distracted.
action. Well, hasted action. I don't think that will
Nope,
work.
he dodges that one.
You could have,
Oh,
you could
I'm
have
going
disengaged
to-
and run away.
I'm going to disengage from my bonus action. And then I'm going to run.
Ah.
And let me work out how far I can get first.
You can go 30 feet.
I can guess about it. Wait, help, please!
Help, help. Alright, so you're running out of there. Fisher.
Do I have line of sight from where I am now?
Yeah, it would have cover from the rocks plus 2 to AC, but you do have line of sight on it.
Okay. I'll move to give myself a clearer shot.
It would still have light cover from the rocks here. But you can shoot at it. It would just have a little bit higher of an AC.
Even with me moving so I have direct line of sight here.
Yeah, because one of the line, like none of the 4 points of your square can hit all 4 of its points without going through the rocks. So it still can like move to a spot where it would have cover while you're shooting at it. To get no cover, you would have to. I mean, I could double check here. So like from this point, this goes through the rocks right there. From this point, this goes through the rocks. This point goes through the rocks. Yeah, so all 4 of your points would go through the rocks, so you'd have some cover.
Well, that's weird. I see him slightly further over, like. But yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anyway.
It's hard to get shots that have no cover, unless you're in like a completely open area.
So 2 blah.
Oh no, 12 is gonna miss. Oh, and 13 will miss as well. Bad rolls. All right. Anything else?
No, let's say that all good. That's the end of my turn.
All right, Arlen. Up on top of the
Could I prepare spell for when you move closer, or hold turn until he does?
Sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying there.
Could I either hold turn or prepare magic missile when he moves closer?
You can ready a spell. Yeah, that would take concentration though, which would break haste.
Can I get him with magic missile from where I am?
Yeah, you can see him. He's behind the rocks, but magic missile is an auto hit, so that wouldn't matter. Oh, nice. So 15 points of force. Pew pew pew. And he is wounded. Anything else?
I'm gonna move here and gesture to him rudely so he gets angry and comes this way.
Okay. That is it for you, Acrid.
Alright, Acrid will... So I can move 1 space diagonal without penalty, but the next one is double movement.
Yeah, the second one in the turn. Every 2 during that turn.
And what are the rules about, like, squeezing past people?
If you move through an ally space, that would be difficult terrain.
Okay, so if I go 5, 10, 15, it would be 20, 25.
Yeah, it'd be 25 to go through his square there.
And then 30 because it's the second diagonal, right?
Yeah, that's true, yeah. So that would be 30 feet of movement to there.
So 35, 40. Ooh, just out of reach. But I can throw my my weapon with my elemental cleaver.
Okay.
And it'll come back to me. I will... It has a range of 20 feet, so I will make a thrown weapon attack.
Alright, yeah, 25 is going to strike it.
I don't know if I can reckless attack with thrown attacks. Maybe I should turn that off. But...
Can you link reckless attack? It might be melee. You might be right. Just says first
melee weapon attack rolls.
Oh yeah, there it is. Advantage on melee. Okay, so no, it would just be normal. But 18 would hit it, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so 18, so damage, rage, and, sorry, I forgot to mention, bonus action, try to change it to lightning. See if he's resistant to lightning as well.
So lightning, how much? Another
6.
Another 3. He is resistant to lightning.
That's all
Guys.
the elements I've
These
got.
guys don't like it. They are element safe. But that
Yep.
would still make him badly wounded. Now he turns towards you, roaring. Anything else?
Yeah, so the weapon returns to my hand, and I do that 2 more times. So, 26.
Hang on a sec. Let me just read this real quick. Throw the weapon. Okay. Yeah, 26 would strike. Doing another 14.
And then last attack.
Oh,
Ooh, a crit. Awesome.
Wow.
15 would take it down. So the battle is won. What do you all want to do? No
Can I
one-
collect essence?
You
Alright,
certainly
can you drop the concentration on haste because we're about to feel very sick?
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, you would be stunned for a turn. But
And
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, pretty sure. Well, rage lasts for a minute. Has it been a minute?
It has been. So you'd probably come out of your rage about now.
Yeah.
Del Boy would give you a message, Fisher, that he found the body of your friend in the house. Or at least
Alright,
he
that
assumes
happens,
it's the body of your friend because it's a wood elf. It looks like they ate him.
He's completely gone.
He didn't make it.
But there is some stuff that was left behind in the house. Now, I know we have to finish soon, but you said you were collecting essence from these things?
Yes.
Give me an Arcana check. Is anyone helping you?
Okay.
Arcana or
Nope.
or alchemy?
Play me a good roll for me.
Oh, 90-20 from Del Boy.
All right, so that's how much essence you get.
Nice. Quick question. I'm just curious. Given our respective sizes when he rages, am I able to ride on Akra's shoulder?
I mean, you could do that even if he wasn't raging, because you're a size category smaller. But yes,
Yes.
as a large, you definitely could.
I just firebolt from there.
Just
Sure,
you just
you
wait
could
until
do
I
a
reach level
mass-
10.
You could do a Master Blaster thing, where you're just on his shoulder firing at people. But inside
we need
the... Or go ahead.
I think, yeah, Ella will race in there to try and see what he can find and then see the dead body and just be like, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, I'll investigate and look over my dead
So
friend's body.
you would find a couple of things odd in here. It looks like there is another one of those strange summoning circles like you saw at what's his name's house?
Matt L.
Matt Hell's
Matt.
house. Yeah, exactly. And some books with the ritual that might be used to summon Slod. It looks like your friend here may have gotten in over his head with some kind of summoning ritual. Give me a perception check if you're searching around.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Crap.
Can Del Boy help?
Yeah, anyone can make this check. DC is 12, but you might find more if you roll higher.
I got a 18. I got 21.
Ooh.
Where's the psychic die?
Okay, so
That's it.
21, 17. Yeah, you find a couple of things, which I will list out in the chat here.
By the way, what did we do with the spider and Oscar Oliver's body? Did we leave them with the goblins?
I assume
No,
they're
I think
with
they're
you.
with us. I
The
just think they're
spiders,
by the back.
Yeah, the spider just kind of stayed back when you all went forward, so it's kind of in the background. But yeah, you find a bunch of arcane components. You find 4 unlabeled potions. You find. Hang on. Oh, and whisper me MVP vote while we're doing this, just because I know people might have to go.
How do you do that?
/W space GM space whatever your MVP vote is. Okay. Make some notes here. So, as you're looking around, I'll say Fisher and Keller, you see that he has a small collection of books on a bookshelf. One of the books looks a little strange to you. Investigation DC, I'll say 14 might tell you more. So it appears that when you're taking a look at the book is not actually real. It's just like seems like a wooden block. And if you look around the bookshelf, there is a spot, another spot that the book can be put that might do something.
Okay. Do that. Do it. Yeah. Do that.
All right,
Do it.
so as you move the book to this kind of hidden spot off to the side, it seems like it inserts into something, and there is a click, at which point the bookcase slides to the side, revealing a small stash with some extra stuff. Looks like some scrolls. It looks like Acrid, you were the MVP, by the way. So you would gain inspiration.
Awesome.
And the scrolls are as follows.
What are the potions that you mentioned as well?
You're not sure what they
Did
do.
I
Maybe
use-
I'll
yet.
go and find.
Could I use my herbalism kit to test them out?
Yes, although I don't know if we can do that. I guess we could do that this game. I'll say that's what you find in the scrolls.
Rain is dead. Fireball. That's frustration. Okay.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I
two
guess I put the scrolls in the bag of holding for the minute.
So with your herbalism kit, you can identify 2 of them as potions of healing. The third one must be a non-healing potion, as your herbalism kit cannot identify it.
Okay, so
You need
we
alchemy
have
to
two.
identify that one.
We have 2 potions of healing, and Ray's dead. Can I have a look at
Oliver
this?
Alright, but yeah, we are going to have to end here. So make sure that stuff gets either, I guess, put it in the party treasury for now.
Yes.
And yeah, we got the MVP vote, so I think we're all set. I'm going to take some notes, but otherwise, yeah, you guys can hang out or take off, but I'll see you next week. Good game, everyone.
Awesome.
See you next week.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Good game.
Awesome first session,
Good game.
guys.
Yeah, welcome
gotta
to the
get-
group.
That's
Yeah,
good.
you were really
Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm
Well,
excited.
Jonathan.
You made
Oh,
Sick.
nice work with that slot, just holding them in place. Saved a bunch of damage.
Yeah, I
it's on
thought.
the yeah. So it's on the Earth and go Claw next week, if need be.
Yeah, I think Claw might be gone for a few months because of her work schedule. I think she wants to come back, but yeah, I'll figure it out.
I do have to go to. Got to get ready for work, so I'll see you guys.
Right.
All right.
Have a
See
nice
ya.
day.
Have fun.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Right. Talk to you all later.
See ya.
Thanks to all of you for watching. Hope you are enjoying it. I'll be streaming again tonight at 5:30 with my evening game.